Good morning and welcome into Spirit of Life Alchemy. I thought I would do a reading for Venus in Gemini. So Venus went into Gemini on the 23rd of May, a couple of days ago at the full moon in Sagittarius. And the Venus is going to be in Gemini until the 17th of June 2024. When she'll then enter into Cancer in a conjunction with Mercury. So whilst Venus is in Gemini, she's going to make a conjunction with the Sun, also known as a Venus star point. And because she's going direct at this Venus star point, it's like a full Venus. It's the midpoint of an 8-year journey. So this journey was started in 2020 when Venus conjuncted the Sun in Gemini while retrograding, and that was a new beginning, a new Venus. We started a new journey then. I should actually have had a look and seen what the actual date for that was. It would have been May-June 2020. So besides everything else that was going on at that time, was there anything going on for you around love, relationships, your finances, your values, that was opening up a new journey in the Gemini areas of your astrology chart, your natal chart? Because now we have a peak of that energy. And then it will continue on for the next 4 years, and in 2028 Venus will have another conjunction with the Sun whilst retrograding, and that will be the ending of this cycle and the beginning of a new one. So I thought I'd do a reading to see what's going on. So without further ado, let's have a look. So let's have the wisdom of the oracle, and let's have the El Goliath deck, which I always use for these types of readings. Pop those up there. Write up my readings after I've done that. That can go back. Okay, so let's see. What do we need to know? I've got two magpies. They nest in the tree just outside this window, both on the roof, watching, seeing what's going on. Okay, so 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy. Venus, joy. So let's take that as a symbol and a sign. Okay, so let's see. What do we need to know for this Venus in Gemini season, starting on the 23rd of May 2024, and going through till the 17th of June 2024. Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate this energy for our highest and greatest good? So let's see, what have we got? Here and now. Okay, so it is happening. It is happening here and now. Oh, next card is new life. Okay, so let's see then. Oh, we've got higher power. And we've got mending. Okay, so what I'm getting is now is the time. We're in Venus in Gemini season, coming up to that Venus star point. Be present. Okay, be in the present moment. We can look back and see where we've come from in the last 4 years. We can look forward as to what we want to manifest, and also release over the next 4 years from this midpoint. But we're at this midpoint. in the here and now. Connect to spirit, connect to the higher powers. And what I'm getting for this higher powers, just the colours of the card and everything, is the divine unconditional love that is the universal energy, the love source energy. Okay, connecting to that. Because we're being called to mend our broken hearts, to mend our heart wounds, to mend our heart. Okay, and you can set the intention that that's your intention for the next 4 years. That sort of going to connect into the love source energy of the universe, multiverse, multidimensional, infinite universe, multiverse, whatever it is, we're going to connect into the love source of all of that through the Venus energies, and we're going to release whatever does not serve that, is not that energy from our hearts over the next 4 years. Okay, so we can set intentions to do that. Okay, so 4 years, that's a long time. I want it now. We always want it now. But, and there will be things that are happening now because it's like a full moon, or, you know, the crescendo of a full moon. This is the crescendo of the Venus energies at 13 degrees of Gemini. So if you do astrology, if you do know your natal chart or your progress chart or your solar return chart, see where this is in your chart. Okay, because this is where this is activating. And we set the intention for what we want to unfold over the next 4 years, what we want to release. And we all want to release those heart wounds, don't we? So that would be a good intention to set. I'm not telling you you have to do it. You can set the intention for anything. But yeah, and it may be that looking back to what was happening in 2020, the heart wounds from then, and how you've transformed in those areas of your life since then, and how you want to further take that and what needs releasing. Okay, to be healed, to be the next greatest evolution of yourself in the Venus aspects, the Venus archetypes, the Venus parts of yourself. So let's do some tarot and see what we need to know. So as always for these types of readings, I'm using my Goliath shadow deck. Look at the bottom of the cards. We've got the Ten of Swords and we've got the Tower. Something is coming to an end. Okay, something's crescendoing, and we have the opportunity at this time to evolve it, transform it, metamorphosize. See, I thought I was going through a transformation since the last Venus retrograde, which was in Leo last year. And what I'm understanding now is it's not just a transformation, it's a complete metamorphosis. This Venus star point is happening at 13 degrees of Gemini. I have my natal sun at 12 degrees of Gemini, and the asteroid Pallas Athena at 14 degrees of Gemini. So I've got this triple conjunction going on, that I will be setting my intentions of what needs releasing and how. Because often, so with manifestation, you know, we've got the increase in the bringing that energy into our lives, okay? But then also within manifestation, there's often the bits we need to release, okay? So that we make the space. So a waning energy is about what it is you want to release. What heart wounds are you wanting to release and to mend? So this bringing in the astrology with what the tarot is advising us and supporting and guiding us with. So let's see, what do we need to know for Venus transiting Gemini between the 23rd of May 2024 and the 17th of June 2024. What messages from Spirit are there for the collective to help guide, support and protect, and to help us, help the collective for our highest and greatest good as we navigate these energies? What do we need to know? Let's see, what do we need to know? Oh, that Ten of Swords has come out. That's showing you where we are. We're completing something. We've come to the end of something. Something that's not working. And it's interesting because it's Swords. Gemini is an air sign. Okay. We've got the Page of Wands. Okay, so the Ten of Swords, the barren desert. I'll show you the cards. I'm talking through them. The Ten of Swords is the barren desert. The Page of Wands is the messenger. Something messenger. The moonscape's messenger. That's interesting because Venus moved into Gemini at the full moon. Then we've got the Ace of Cups. Oh yes, loving ourselves back to life. We've got the Five of Wands, the jagged union, and we've got the Emperor, the ruling father. Clarifiers. We've got the World, the sacred circle. We've got the hidden inner strength, the shadow cat. And we've got the karmic soul tribe, the family. Okay, big energies. What's going on underneath in the subconscious? We've got the Two of Cups, the entwined snakes, with the Ace of Swords, with the Sage, the purity, with the Two of Pentacles, the juggling snake, the Eight of Swords, the imprisoned bear, and the Sacred Heart, the heart of and soul of El Goliath. Let's see, are we there? So I've just had a thought. So the next card is the Queen of Cups, which is a bear. The Eight of Swords is the bear. And then we've got the Sun card, which is the bear with a baby bear. When I pulled the Emperor card, I got the message of healing father issues, father wounds, patriarchal wounds. And then we've got all these bears come out. So I don't know if you've been seeing the meme of why women choose the bear. It's just giving me just a bit of a laugh as to the way my cards read. So they're not coming out, but they're just like a little aside as to, it's almost like a little confirmation about sort of what I was thinking as the cards came out, and also sort of relationship to the divine masculine as well. So yeah. Okay, so bears asunder. Let's start off at the beginning. So where we are in the here and now, we've got the Ten of Swords here. So the Ten of Swords is my card of flogging a dead horse. It's not going anywhere. We've reached the end of the road. Okay, there's nothing, there's no sustenance, there's no nourishment. It's dead, barren, dry. There's no water there. There's no love there. Okay, so that's maybe how we're feeling at the moment. Okay, and maybe we are feeling disconnected from, you know, the universal unconditional love, the love source. Okay, and yeah, we're dried up, barren, just fed up, overwhelmed, not doing it anymore. Okay. The energy that's leaving and moving away now, the Page of Wands, the Moonscaped Messenger. Okay, so at the full moon, which although we're still in the energies of the full moon, you know, it's peaked, it's crescendoed, we're starting to wane. We had a conjunction of of Venus and Jupiter at 29 degrees of Taurus, which is Venus's home sign, conjunct the Sun and Sedna, 0 degrees and 2 degrees of Gemini, sextiling Neptune at 29 degrees of Pisces, opposing the moon in Sagittarius, trining Pluto in Aquarius. It was big energies of transformation, of it was almost like spiritual and karmic graduation, getting to the end of a journey. Okay, and there may have been, with Venus being involved as well, there may have been a personal reward, messages, a spark of inspiration coming through, that we carry through into Gemini, where Venus is now. Okay, so we might have been sparked. We had all the elements involved as well. The moon in a fire sign, Pluto in an air sign, Neptune in a water sign, Jupiter and Venus in an earth sign, and then the Sun and Sedna in an air sign. So we had all the elements, and there could have been a spark of inspiration, a little reward coming in that is the springboard into this next journey. Our foundation is the Ace of Cups, the divine gift of love source, of universal love pouring forth into us, filling us up with love, healing this. Okay, coming back to ourselves, our self-love, our self-worth, our deservability, and yeah, all the gifts of Venus and the divine feminine. Okay, the message from Spirit. We've got the Five of Wands, the jagged union. Okay. And what I'm getting is about looking and examining our relationships to the masculine within and the masculine without. Okay, so, you know, we live in patriarchal societies. We live our lives from a very masculine way, in terms of, you know, success and achievements and working and how we're supposed to be. And it's actually exhausting. It burns us out. It leaves us ending up in this state. And so we can find ourselves in a jagged union with us. Okay, it may notice these are cactuses as well, often found in deserts. And I'm getting sort of the strife and the striving and the competition and everything. Okay, what would happen if you stopped doing that, stopped living your life like that, refused to take part in it, decided you were going to live your life from a different way, a life that sustained you and nurtured and nourished you and supported you? Okay, what would that look like? What would life look like filling yourself up with the divine feminine gift of love? being in love with everything and everybody and all of it, and just being overwhelmed with unconditional, divine, universal love force. What would it look like? How would it spark your life force to be just consumed in unconditional love? It's just a question. Then we've got the Emperor, the ruling father. And so when I pulled this card and I turned it over, the first thing that jumped into my mind was dealing with our relationships with the men in our life, our fathers, our brothers, our sons, our work colleagues, all of them, all of it. And also I would go as far as the masculine within yourself. If you're a woman, it's your animus. Okay. How do you relate to, 'cause we're all made up part feminine, part masculine, and different parts, different people with different parts, and isn't about sexuality or gender or anything or biological sex. This is about the energies within us. Okay, you can look at it as like head and heart, or conscious and subconscious, rational and creative mind. These are the different aspects of divine masculine, divine feminine within us. Okay. So it feels to me like we're being asked to look at those masculine parts inside us, and also our relationship to the masculine within us, and also our relationship to the masculine around us and in our lives and in society and everything in general. The clarifiers. So first of all, we've got the world, the sacred circle. Okay, what goes around comes around. The evolution cycles and unfurling, and just sort of, we're going forward. I was talking about sort of setting intentions for now to 2028, and if we're looking at thinking about sort of changing society, changing the relationship between divine masculine and divine feminine within and without, then it taking 4 years is no time at all when we're thinking about sort of what we're unraveling and things like that. Okay, so it's also part of bigger cycles. We're at the midpoint between 2 new Venuses, so we're in that cycle. We're already in the cycle of the emerging age of Aquarius, the new Earth paradigm. This is happening on so many levels of everything, and these things like star points, things like planets changing signs, that it's the constant evolution and dance of the cosmos and the celestial bodies as the macrocosm for us down here on Earth in our little human bodies as the microcosm. So it's part of the great cycle. Okay, and then what we're being asked to do is the hidden inner strength, the shadow cat. We're being asked to go inside and have a look at the old conditioning, how we play the roles we've been groomed for, how we live our lives by other people's expectations, how we're in the rat race, how we're not true to ourselves, how we're disconnected from our inner strength, our inner cat, our inner lion. Remember the strength card, coming back to that inner strength. This is asking us to look in, and when we look, we see in the card we've got this cat, looks quite domesticated and everything, and this roaring panther or leopard or jaguar, big cat energy in the shadow. Okay, that's reclaiming our feline power. Okay, our fierceness, I won't say tiger, and sort of often sort of that it's that fierce, divine, feminine energy. Okay, we think of Venus as the goddess of love and things like that, but she's so much more powerful than that. And especially if we start exploring the shadow side of Venus, okay, the wilder, more feral sides of Venus. Maybe that's part of your journey over this next month, and also sort of in the longer term. With the soul, the karmic soul tribe, the family, coming back together with your tribe. And that it can be tribes of women coming together. It can be, working with others who are also doing the inner work of, evolving humanity and things like that, clearing the collective wounds, transforming, metamorphosizing everything, mending the collective, coming back to that. So what's going on in the subconscious? So we've got the Two of Cups. Okay. It comes back to the inner work. We've got the black snake and the white snake here, the masculine and the feminine, the heart and mind, the conscious and subconscious, all of it, within, without, coming back into balanced harmony for healing. We've got the caduceus here. Okay, we've got the Two Cups, and we've got a lion's head above the caduceus, or part of the caduceus, and entwined between the snakes as well. So we have to do the shadow work. We have to do the shadow work to bring that unity consciousness. And I'm not going to say too much about that until I get to the end card. But yeah, heart-centered consciousness, unity consciousness. Okay, that's the epiphany. That's the divine gift of truth, the Ace of Swords. How we do it? The sage, purity. We purify ourselves. We do the inner work on ourselves. Okay. We clear, we release, we empower ourselves. Okay, and that vibrates out into humanity, and that vibrates out into the collective. Okay. That's how our little human selves, we're all working together to do this transformation. Okay. Then we've got the Two of Pentacles, and another snake. Okay, so this is balancing. It's called the juggling snake, but I'm seeing it as balancing that divine masculine, divine feminine, within and without. With the Eight of Swords, the imprisoned bear, that helps us break through the limitations. Okay, in this card, the bear is beneath the ice, scrabbling to get for air. This is the imposed limitations put on us by ourselves, by our families, by society. This is all the conditioning. This is what we're breaking through. Okay, that's what the epiphany, the Ace of Swords brings us, is that breakthrough. And where that takes us is to the Sacred Heart, the sacred union of the divine feminine and masculine, within, without. Okay, this is the heart and soul of El Goliath. This is the heart and soul of humanity. This is the heart and soul of the collective. This is the heart and soul of the universe. So, wasn't expecting it to be this big. Let's do an Art of the Sacred Wheel card to sum this reading up. I just woke up with the thought this morning, going, oh, do you know what? Maybe I should do a Venus in Gemini reading. Should do some more readings. Maybe I should do a reading for each time planet changes sign and see what the energy is. So let's see. What do we need to know for Venus's time in Gemini between the 23rd of May 2024 and the 17th of June 2024. Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate these energies for our highest and greatest good? What do we need to know? Number 31, listening. Tune into your intuition. If you're feeling lost, if you don't know which way to go, come back into our hearts, into our bodies, and connect to your intuition. So that's your Venus in Gemini tarot reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it resonated for you. I hope it's inspired you. If it has, please do like, share, subscribe to the channel. If you want personal reading from me, then click on the, not click on anything, email me at the email address below the video in the descriptions box. Have a wonderful Venus in Gemini season. And until next tarot reading, from the bottom of my heart, in deep gratitude and love, thank you for watching.